What's good, YouTube? What's good, Twitch? It's your boy Dgotsauce, and I'm back with another live stream. This is number episode 27. And like I always say, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate y'all viewership. Make sure you guys leave a like on the stream. And if y'all are new, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button for your boy. We got some interesting topics to talk about today. Man, it feels like I haven't been here in a couple of days, but I was able to get some great content while I was away. And you know me, y'all know me, y'all know me. If I'm not doing this, I'm working. If I'm not working, I'm still working. So we get into it this year. All gas, no brakes, man. I hope y'all are having a blessed year so far. I hope y'all are chasing y'all dreams. I hope y'all are chasing y'all goals. And as always, I hope, man, that y'all are very successful. Um, Thank you guys for tuning in, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. We about to get into these topics. You know how I like to do it. We ain't gonna be here too long tonight, but we definitely gonna have some stuff we got to get through. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys comment down below if y'all are in here rocking with me. I appreciate y'all, man. I really do. I really do. We got some topics. We got some topics, and I mean, man, this one is crazy. This one is crazy. Uh, all in favor of blinding yourself on purpose, say I. If you today identify yourself as a blind person, but you can legally see, I got to give you a hand clap. You taking one for the team. You definitely taking one for the team. Because if there's anybody out there that feels the same way you feel, man, kudos to y'all. But I know for sure I am never going to say I am a blind person and I want to be blind. It just wouldn't be me. It just wouldn't be me. That might be y'all style, but it's not. It's not my style. And this is crazy because this woman decided that she felt in her heart that she was supposed to be blind, although she could see. So you know what this woman did? She ended up going to the grocery store and getting some drain cleaner and chemically putting them drops in her eyes. I mean, we can't make this stuff up. Y'all don't believe me? Let's tune into the video, man, and see this. Let's tune in.
I have body integrity identity disorder, which means that a person feels the need to be disabled in some way. In my case, it means that I felt this compelling need to be blind. I was born with good vision. I first developed the idea that I need to be blind when I was 6 in early 2008. I found this online group about pretending to be blind. I met a psychologist. I started telling him that I wanted to go blind permanently. The psychologist told me to do the research to show that I was serious, and then he would help me.
I'm not going to no psychiatrist, psycho guy, card reader, energy crystal guy. I'm not going to none of them. I'm not going to none of them. They will talk you into chopping off your penis. Oh shit. I wasn't supposed to say that one. They will talk you into going blind, although you can see. Wow.
I researched many different ways of going blind. I finally decided on drain cleaner because it was easy to get. He had me lay down on the sofa and he sat down next to me and put 2 drops of drain cleaner in each of my eyes. The drain cleaner started eating through my eyes. It was a violent pain. With all the pain, all I could think was, yes, this is gonna work. I was elated. My cornea collapsed on my left eye. My left eye was replaced with a prosthetic. Now I see only light and shadow out of my right eye. I was so happy. I felt that this was who I was supposed to be. My immediate family has basically disowned me. These days, I have no regrets. I'm very happy as a blind person. It's your body. You should be able to do what you want to do with it.
That's the same thing they said about the transgenders. I mean, can we just have the conversation, y'all? Like, real talk. How many people would do this to themselves? How many people would go to the grocery store, buy some Drano, and pipette it into your eye because your psychologist said that that's the right thing to do. Let me know y'all comments down below if y'all enjoying this nonsense here. Let's continue.
But I don't feel I'm crazy. I just have a disorder that's misunderstood.
We wanted to see just how badly Jules' eyes were affected by the drainer fluid. We sent her to our good friend, ophthalmologist Dr. Kyria Seal, for a consultation.
Hi, Jewel. How are you?
Nice to meet you. In 2008, I decided to blind myself with drain cleaner.
What happened then? Did you go to a hospital?
Yeah, we went to an emergency room.
How long did you wait before you decided to go to the emergency room?
We waited 30 minutes. Had glaucoma tubes put in, cataracts developed. Then I had a corneal meltdown in my left eye, and the left eye had to be removed.
Let's have a look at your eyes. She's done serious damage to both eyes. The chemicals and drain cleaner eat through the various layers of the surface of the eye. Cornea is completely scarred over. So you're having a lot of weeping from this eye.
Mm-hmm.
You have conjunctivitis in that left eye, and it's become inflamed and probably picked up a mild infection also. You should be treated with some medication, and the prosthesis should probably be replaced. I unfortunately routinely see people who are irreversibly blind. Some of them are in deep anguish over it and would give anything to have their sight back. So it's always shocking to hear that somebody willfully blinded themselves.
This is sad, man. This is sad. I mean, real talk, real talk. This might be for the parents and this is for the younger kids out there that just happen to see this video. Please talk to y'all kids. Make sure y'all kids is doing good mentally. Make sure their mental health is up to par because we like to talk about mental health. Make sure that you talk to your kids and your kids are not thinking of chopping off a genital or going blind because they feel like it. That's just my opinion, all right? Y'all might not agree with me. But somebody got to say it, and if it's me that got to say it, I will say it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a wrong idea. It's a bad idea. You're not gonna like the results of whatever surgery you get. You're not gonna like the results of whatever you're trying to accomplish here. Don't do this to your body.
I sense some regret on your part.
My regret is that my family hates me.
Is that your only regret?
That's my regret.
She can't even look her family in the face and see that her family is face no more. Her family, I know her family is like, yo, I can't believe she had full vision and decided to take that away from herself. I mean, that is the dumbest thing we have ever heard. Can we be honest here? That's the dumbest thing we've ever heard. Dumbest.
Dr. Seal joins us, and right off the bat, Dr. Seal, what did you find with Jules' vision?
The one eye is completely gone. They've replaced it with a synthetic or a fake eye, as we call it, a prosthetic eye. The other eye is completely scarred over, and It's very obvious in examining it that very capable eye doctors who did not realize how she had lost.
Can we just look at this one more time, y'all, man? Like, look at what people are doing to themselves, man. Look at what people are doing to themselves. We had to bring this to the people, man. Like, this is unbelievable. It's one thing where you identify as a woman. It's one thing where you identify as a man. But it's a whole nother thing when you identify as a blind person. It's a whole nother ball game now. I mean, what's next?
It's very obvious in examining it that very capable eye doctors who did not realize how she had lost her vision had made tremendous efforts to save this eye. You see tubes that have been put in from the outside to the inside of the eye to try to control the pressure problems inside the eye. Even her iris, the colored part of the eye, has been eaten away by the chemicals on the inside, and she has a very, very dense cataract. All she sees out of that eye is just light.
This is a very troubling story. I've become very familiar with it because, as I mentioned previously, this is a story we've worked with on Dr. Phil. And the one thing I wanted to do here today is just describe how quickly getting acid, or some drain cleaners are made with sodium hydroxide, otherwise known as lye, how quickly it can literally eat away at your cornea and ruin your vision for life.
Within seconds, it can do severe damage. And by its very nature, eats through collagen and fat and tissues at an incredibly rapid pace.
Yo, pray for y'all young people, man. Pray for y'all young people. Like, the devil is a liar, bro. The devil is a liar. If anyone ever comes up to you and tells you that they identify as a blind person, like, yo, real talk, y'all need help, man. Y'all need help. Y'all need help. What up, Michael? What up? What up? Thanks for tuning in, y'all, man. Thanks for tuning in. This is crazy. This is crazy. What is next? What is next? What is next? What do we do from here? What do we do? After someone is they're chopping off their genitals now. Okay, we got that. We get that. They are out there. Now we got people putting drain cleaner in their eye to identify as blind. We get that now. We get that. We get that. What's next? What's next, y'all? What's next? This is a sad, sad world we live in, man. We gotta do better, people. Honestly. And if you go to therapy and your therapist told you that was a good idea, fire your therapist. Fire your therapist. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate y'all, man. We gonna get into this next topic, and of course, it's not my favorite part of the show because this is just, honestly, it's sad. It's sad. It's sad to see crime, and you know, we gotta talk about it though. We gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it. What happens when all the benefit cards get cut off from all the migrants? What happens? What happens? What happens? We got a whole bunch of homeless people that are gonna be running the streets. More crime is gonna happen. More drama. And we will definitely stay tuned on that because we like bringing y'all to this migrant crisis at the same time. But we're gonna get into this next video, man. We're gonna get into this next video. This one is a sad situation that we about to see. And I'll just let you guys see it for yourself, man. Let's tune into the video.
7 suspects have been arrested and charged in the kidnapping, sexual assault, and murder of 20-year-old Mahogany Jackson. Hello, everyone. I'm Brenda Ledun.
And I'm Muriel Bailey. Birmingham police held a news conference tonight providing details on this investigation. ABC 3340's Austin Pratt has been covering this story today. And Austin, what did Chief Scott Thurman say about this case?
Muriel, he described the case as absolutely disgusting and is grateful the Birmingham Police Department received help from the public, leading to the quick arrests of everyone involved. In a news conference Wednesday, Birmingham Police Chief Scott Thurmond provides details in the homicide investigation of Mahogany Jackson.
We hope to shield Mahogany's family and friends by withholding specific facts surrounding the investigation. However, we have determined that Mahogany was a victim of sexual assault with murder and kidnapping.
Jackson's mother received urgent messages from her asking her to call the cops, saying she'd been kidnapped. Sunday morning, Mahogany Jackson was reported missing. Monday, her body was found, shot to death.
The facts of this case are deplorable and sickening. Detectives took 7 suspects responsible for Mahogany's murder into custody within 48 hours of this investigation.
Chief Thurmond says everyone involved is in custody and has been charged. All of the suspects were acquaintances of Jackson. Arresting all 7 suspects in so little time was possible with the public's help, something the Birmingham Police Department has struggled to get in recent homicides.
Just them giving us some of the information that they had seen, that they'd been
I'm
made
gonna answer
aware
that
of,
question in a
giving
second.
that information to our detectives so they could follow up from there, which led us to the culmination of these individuals being in jail today.
Chief Thurmond says they are not releasing the motive while the investigation continues. The
7 people involved in a rape/murder. And I just want y'all to see all the faces. I just want y'all to see all the faces. Because y'all get mad at me when I say, oh, black people suck sometimes. But this is the reason why black people are leading in all the prisons. This is the reason why black people are filling up the prisons. Because we can't seem to stay out of crime. Nobody likes to talk about it. Nobody likes to talk about it. And it's not just black men, it's black women too. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. Black on black violence leads to a murder, rape, and 7 people locked up because of it. Terrible. Take a good look at these dummies. Take a good look. We got to do better. We got to do better, people. I mean, this is sad stuff that's going on in the world, but we're going to keep bringing it to the people because we want to get better and better every single day. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let's not make no dumb decisions. 2024. Let's not make no dumb decisions. Let me bring up my man's question right here, and let's answer this. What if all the illegals got an alert on their phone saying that they could keep the civilian property that they took by any means necessary? Well, they already are doing that. And those type of people are called squatters. And what they do is they occupy the space and they are legally okay to stay in the space even though they don't own it. So what some of these migrants will be doing is applying their squatter rights. And they will be able to stay in some of these places without paying. And that's just the honest truth. What would I do if I had a squatter in my property? I might burn the house down. I might burn the house down. That's my answer to that question, brother. That's my answer. Man. Let's tune into this next video, though. We're going to bring this one to our president of the United States and what he has been doing with Israel and Hamas. Apparently the U.S. has tried to put in an airdrop of food, water, and other products for the people in Gaza. And as they were going to retrieve these things, the Israel army felt like they were being pressured too much because there was a humanitarian crisis going on. People are literally starving to death and dying on the streets because they have no water. They decided to end up shooting up the crowd that was trying to receive their food and water. I don't care what anyone says anymore. Israel needs to stop. Israel needs to stop. Let's tune into the video and let's see what's going on in the Gaza Strip.
Eyewitnesses and the Hamas-run Palestinian Ministry of Health say that more than 100 people were killed in what is being described as a chaotic incident as IDF soldiers opened fire as people were trying to get food from aid trucks. CNN's Jeremy Diamond is gathering new details. He's been picking up some new reporting. Jeremy, bring us up to speed here.
Well, first of all, Kate, I think it's important to note that the aid situation, the humanitarian situation in northern Gaza is just so desperate. And that seems to be part of what led to this scene. Hundreds, if not thousands of people surrounding some of these aid trucks that were able to enter northern Gaza, some of the very few aid trucks that have actually been able to make it in there. And you can see in this video by the from the Israeli military, the crowds of people around these trucks. But what appears to have happened is that the Israeli military opened fire on some of these people who were surrounding these trucks. An Israeli military official telling us that the crowd approached the forces in a manner that posed a threat to the troops. And they say that those troops then responded with live fire. Now, eyewitnesses on the scene have told us that Israeli tanks as well as drones opened fire on this crowd. And that following that, there was a chaotic scene. Some of the drivers of these aid trucks apparently tried to get away amid this gunfire and killed several additional people. We were told that 104 people were killed in this incident, 760 people injured, according to the Palestinian Ministry of Health. It's not clear yet.
104 people dead, 760 hurt. Nobody seems to want to be talking about this on the U.S. side when it comes to Israel and how much people they are actually killing daily. It's a serious war outside. It's a serious war. Too many people are dying. Too many people are suffering. Too many innocent people. People that are just trying to get food, people that are just trying to get water for their kids, people that are just trying to get bread, something. And this is extremely sad. Extremely sad. I mean, I can't imagine living out there right now.
How many of those were killed by Israeli gunfire versus by these trucks and the ensuing chaos. But our eyewitnesses on the ground indicate that it was the Israeli gunfire that prompted some of those trucks to flee the scene and in the process run over some of these individuals. But we are still working to gather additional details. The Israeli military says for its part that the incident is under review. And they are also saying in a statement that Gazan residents surrounded the trucks, looted the supplies being delivered, and that during the incident, dozens of Gazans, they say, were injured as a result of pushing and trampling. This was clearly more than just pushing and trampling, and we have eyewitnesses making very clear that the Israeli military did indeed open fire on these individuals as well. Now, we should note that this is only happening because of how desperate the humanitarian situation is in northern Gaza. Very few aid trucks have actually been able to make it in there. The World Food Program recently suspended aid deliveries to northern Gaza, saying that it was too unsafe. Part of that has to do with a lack of coordination with the Israeli military to get those trucks into a war zone safely in a way that they are not targeted. And it also has to do with the fact that the Israeli military in the past has targeted police officers who have been around those aid convoys. And so there is very little security for these. You combine that lack of security, you combine that with the fact that people are on the brink of famine in northern Gaza, and then the Israeli military also being on the scene. And this is the situation.
Listen, I'm praying for Gaza. I'm praying for Israel. But this stuff has to stop. I mean, we're at the point to where people have to literally, they're dying on the streets because they can't get no food, they can't get no water. And not only are they dying from hunger, but they're still dying from military abuse. I thought you guys should see that because you know, we kind of voted for this to happen. Praying for Israel, praying for Gaza. I'm praying for all those innocent families that lost their life. There's nothing that I can say right now that's going to do anything about this, obviously, but um, the more we see it, maybe the more we'll change. It's sad. That's sad. Um, Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure you guys leave a like on the stream. We gonna get into this next video though. We gonna keep it on crime. We got one more crime video that I want to get through, and then we're gonna go into the good stuff. We're gonna go into the good stuff. We're gonna get into the show. We're not gonna be here too long, like I said. So make sure you guys hit those notifications so you guys can tune in with me when I'm live. And like you guys, I love when you guys say what's up in the chat. So make sure you guys say what's up and let me know that y'all are tuning in with me and give y'all opinion on what we doing, what we talking about here. Let's move on to this next one. Apparently, Haiti's in a war zone right now, and they're calling for a state of emergency in Haiti. We just covered the other day how Haiti's ex former first lady is being charged with murder on her husband. And now we got gangs going crazy in Haiti. Let's tune into the video and see what's happening out in these streets of Haiti.
Now to Haiti, where the government has declared a state of emergency as violence escalates. Armed gangs demanding the Prime Minister's resignation have attacked 2 prisons, allowing thousands of inmates to escape, leaving dozens dead and wounded. Violence has reached unprecedented levels since the assassination of President Jovenel Moïse at his home in 2021. It's estimated that gangs now control as much as 80% of the capital, Port-au-Prince. Our Prime Minister Ariel Henry travelled out of the country last week to try and drum up support for a multinational peace mission to bring this gang violence under control.
Armed gangs have set up roadblocks in many parts of the capital, Port-au-Prince, following an explosion of violence. Gunfire was reported in several neighborhoods. People drive and walk by bodies lying in the streets, some with their hands tied behind their backs. Police officers are among the dead, overwhelmed by coordinated attacks orchestrated by a former officer turned gang leader nicknamed Barbecue, who says he won't stop until Haiti's Prime Minister Ariel Henry is gone.
We ask the Haitian National Police and the military to take responsibility and arrest Ariel Henry. Once again, we're not against the people. The armed groups are not your enemy. Arrest Ariel Henry for the country's liberation. These weapons that we have are not to hurt our brothers who come from the same milieu as we do. The poor, they trust us. These weapons are a symbol of freedom. With these weapons, we will liberate the country.
We got people out in Haiti just going to war with each other, and we don't even have a clear reason why.
It's believed more than 3,500 prisoners fled into the general population when the gunmen stormed 2 prisons, Haiti's main penitentiary in the capital and another in nearby Croix-des-Bouquets. Some inmates decided to stay in their cells, afraid of being caught in the crossfire. Others, too old or disabled to flee. Prime Minister Henry was away, drumming up support for a multinational military mission to Haiti. Under a political deal, he was due to stand down last month, but planned elections were never held and he remains in power. Violence has reached unprecedented levels since the assassination of President Jovenel Moïse at his home in 2020.
This is extremely, extremely sad. Extremely sad. Here's why. We got a bunch of people fighting over, we don't even know exactly why in Haiti. I'm guessing it's because of the politics that are going on over there. mainly because of the politics. One side doesn't like this, the other side doesn't like that. And their means to try to bring the people together is by trying to kill each other off, pretty much. It's the gang against the police. And the gang is saying that they are not gangs in a bad way. They're more like vigilantes. They're trying to stop the madness of whatever is going on in the government. Although the government may be corrupt, the people are taking it into their own hands. And they're willing to put the life on the line in Haiti. And this is just extremely sad to see, honestly.
It's estimated gangs now control as much as 80% of the capital.
Let's look at this with Robert Fatton Jr. He's a Julia A. Cooper Professor of Government.
Can you imagine walking around the street, right? Your safe neighborhood, what was safe, is now filled with a bunch of machine guns, ammo, and probably drugs. And you think it's supposed to be safer because of that? The prisoners were so scared in Haiti that they didn't even want to leave their cells because they were afraid that they were going to get shot. What's going on in Haiti, y'all? What's going on? When are we gonna get it together, my Zoes? When are we gonna get it together? This is sad what's going on, and it's kind of it's self-inflicted wounds.
Government and Foreign Affairs in the Department of Politics at the University of Virginia. His many publications include Haiti's Predatory Republic, The Unending Transition to Democracy, and Haiti Trapped in the Outer Periphery. Welcome to DW, Professor. Haiti now has a 72-hour state of emergency, but the government doesn't seem to be in control.
Yeah, the government hasn't been in control for a while, but the situation, I think, has deteriorated significantly over the past 48 hours. There's a situation of a total vacuum of institutional power. The prime minister, as you said, is out of the country, and it's getting very difficult for him to get back to Port-au-Prince because the airport itself is closed, and the situation on the ground is extremely violent, and the gangs have really accentuated their offensive against the current regime of Ariel Henry. And what is really worrisome is that most of the gangs, which tended to be divided, have united for the first time and are waging a campaign that is rather sophisticated, even using drones against key institutions of the country and key strategic infrastructure in the country. So we are virtually on the verge of a collapse.
So Ariel Henry, the Prime Minister, in Kenya to discuss a Kenya-led multinational security force coming into Haiti. So many questions this throws up. The biggest one, of course, why isn't the Haitian army up to the task?
Well, the Haitian army was disbanded under former President Aristide, and it is trying to reconstitute itself. And actually today there was news that that reconstituted army, which is extremely weak and very poorly armed, is trying to get to the national airport in Port-au-Prince in order to prevent the collapse.
They don't even have an army that can step in and say, you know what, we're going to flood the streets with our army and we're going to take back control. They don't even have an army in Haiti, dude. They don't even have an army in Haiti. They don't have enough bodies to go up against their own people, which is obviously, because if the citizens come together, there's nothing the government can do. But this is extremely sad, man. This is extremely sad. This is wow, man. Wow. Pray for Haiti.
Collapse of that major infrastructure in the country. So it's difficult to tell whether the army can in fact do anything about the violence of the gangs. The police was the main coercive force of the government, but the police itself is extremely weak. It has been besieged by lack of weapons and also by a significant amount of corruption, and it's a small police given the population of the country. So most of the institutions that could keep things together are no longer in existence in Haiti, or they are on virtual state of collapse.
Okay. So, one of the main leaders of this violence is actually a former police officer. This guy.
That's the craziest part about this. The leader of the gang is a former police officer. Wow. Wow. If you guys want to check that out, that video is called "Dozens Dead After Gang Attacks Two Prisons, Allowing Thousands of Inmates to Escape in Haiti." Check it out for yourselves to get more information about it. It's crazy what's going on in Haiti, and it is sad. And I'm praying for Haiti, dude. I'm praying for Haiti. I got a lot of Zoes down here. I got a lot of family out here that they family is from Haiti, and I would not like to see or hear them going through anything like this. So we praying for Haiti. We praying for them. We praying that they get it together and that they get the things that they need from their government, and that the people bring their cities and towns and villages back to peace. Back to peace. That's what we're doing in 2024. We're trying to go peacefully. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys leave a like on the stream. And if y'all new with me, thank you for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button for your boy. We're gonna get into the next video though, man. This is great show last night. Checking in from California. Shout out to you, my guy. I appreciate it. Oh, this is not my guy. This is my my lady. Shout out to you. I thank you. Thank you for retweeting me. I appreciate you. Make sure you guys check out her channel too. Yeah. Apparently the lefties are losing it, y'all. The lefties are losing it. And this is something we gotta talk about. We gotta talk about. Let's tune into this video and see what's happening on the left side of town.
Now it's time for Lefties Losing It. Let's start Lefties with Charlie Kirk from Turning Point USA, schooling clueless college kids. He's been doing this for years. Watch here as a smug social justice warrior is forced to confront not only her own ignorance, but perhaps racism, and watch as she desperately tries to find a new argument.
At some point, somebody's truth has to win. Because guess what? Your truth doesn't matter. That's still a truth claim.
You've had your truth in this country for the past thousands of decades.
Thousands of decades?
Not thousands. Whatever. That's a little embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like your truth has been the narrative of this country forever.
Hasn't
and
it?
you think
Roe versus Wade just got repealed. Abortion was legal in this country for 40 years.
And before the 40 years, and crime dropped.
Thankfully,
40%
illegal in most
after it went.
Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. You think abortion lowers crime rates?
Crime dropped 40% after abortion became legal.
Why is that the case?
It's called a statistic.
Who has the most abortions in America?
Women.
Black people.
Is that so? Are you trying to say the termination of blacks in the womb lower crime? That's a very racist argument.
Yikes.
You know, I can't hear you. Got like, yeah, sure, go ahead.
Is that true that black people are really the ones that are killing their babies the most? Oh God. Is that true that black people are taking their unborn child and going to a clinic and pretty much murdering it? Oh my God. That's sad. That's sad. Oh man. Let's continue.
Okay.
Oh, goodness me. Now to an important lesson about actions and consequences.
Hey guys, update. I didn't get the job. I just got the email.
What is going on here? What is going on here? What job didn't you get? Every job you applied for?
I didn't get the job. I just got the email. I'm guessing my parents had a lot to do with it.
Let's watch this climate cultist abuse
Well,
Senator
duh.
Joe Manchin and then watch as he goes flying.
Joe Manchin, you have sold our futures and you've gotten rich doing it. You sick. How dare you? You sold our futures. How dare you? You sold our futures.
Time to go to Paris Fashion Week and check on pop star Sam Smith, who took to the catwalk for Vivienne Westwood. So, what is the height of fashion in 2024? Oh dear, but almost as funny as that get up was the media reports, including from BuzzFeed, who wrote Sam Smith walked during Paris Fashion Week.
That's Sam Smith. Yo, what is going on these streets?
And despite what the haters think, they ate everyone up. They, because he identifies as a plural, of course. Now, let's go back to a few years ago when removing healthy body parts was frowned upon. Remember this woman who said to be her authentic self, she had to be blind.
Do you have any regrets about taking your own vision or the process with which you did take your own vision?
I don't have any regrets taking my vision.
We just talked about this. We just talked about this same woman. This woman was legally able to see, but at the age of 6, she decided that she wanted to be blind eventually. This is insane, people.
Then I believe I should have been born blind, and I'm happy the way I am. I do have some regrets about the way I did it, but in the end, I'm happy the way I am.
Let's see how the doctors on the panel reacted. I wonder.
You got no choice but to be happy, you dummy. You're blind now. You can't even go back.
How many of them would react like this when a confused 15-year-old girl wants to remove her healthy breasts?
Dr. Phil, with all due respect to Jewel, but I am having a really hard time sitting so close to someone who traumatized herself, who damaged herself. We took an oath in medicine to help people. We see horrible tragedies every single day as doctors, and people who would give anything to go back and restore their vision, their health. My heart is beating out of my chest. I can't even make sense of the emotions I'm feeling, because to hear someone say, I've always felt I should be blind. Well, I've always felt I should be the Queen of England, but I'm not going out to become the Queen of England.
Exactly. Now to Democrat Senator John Fetterman, who went into hospital last year and seems to have emerged as a new man. Here is the junior senator from the great state of Pennsylvania, making anti-Israeli protesters lose it.
Senator, one question. Have you talked to any of the Americans?
I'm a Palestinian.
I'm going to respect your views. I ask you to respect mine.
That's not
it's the people.
That's an inhumane view.
Being pro-genocide is not abuse.
I'm a Palestinian. Why can't you look me in the face?
I'm a military assistant. I'm an intelligence officer. I'm a constituent. I'm an intelligence officer.
Let's end Lefties with a solid analogy. We do love a good analogy on this program. And comic Rob Schneider nailed it with this one about reparations for slavery.
In California, it has gone out of committee to approve slave reparations to be paid to people who were never slaves, to be paid for by people who never owned slaves, in a state that never had slaves. That's like paying child support for a child you never had, to a woman you never.
Yo, that's 100% right, my guy. Hand clap for you, brother. Hand clap for you, man. We got so many black people out here talking about we deserve reparations because we was slaves. Man, you was never a slave, bro. Stop it. You just want that free money. We ain't fooling me. You ain't fooling me. You ain't fooling them. Stop it right now. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate y'all viewership, man. Make sure you guys leave a like on the stream if y'all are rocking with me. And if you do really like what y'all see, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. It's your boy Dgotsauce, man. We got a couple more videos that we gonna get into, and then we gonna call it a night. Last week we talked about a little bit of what was going on at a Chicago City Hall town meeting with these migrants, right? And it was majority blacks, of course, because Chicago obviously has a lot of black people. And they voiced their opinion on how they felt about the migrants. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you guys go see it. It's like one of my most recents that I posted on YouTube. This one now happens to be Colorado. If you guys didn't know, Denver is also dealing with a huge migrant crisis down there, and they're being flooded with a bunch of people from Venezuela, Mexico, China, all over the world, Africa. And the citizens had a town hall meeting, and they expressed to themselves how they felt about these migrants and what the government is doing with their taxpayer money. It's a completely different reaction that they had at this town hall. But let's tune in and see what's going on in Colorado.
Well, I see the city is treating the citizens like a bunch of mushrooms again. You haven't told us about the housing problem and that you want to make our schools into homeless shelters. And you tried to keep that on the down low. Now you try to keep this transfer station, which is going to turn into a money pit and a magnet for every criminal that's coming across the border. Don't we have enough problems in Lakewood without importing them from Denver, who is saying, yeah, Lakewood, you're stupid enough to take all of them. Take our problems, you dummies. We don't have the tax base to handle it. It's a money pit. And you guys are responsible for our money. Don't screw it up. You guys are famous for screwing things up. You build buildings without asking the citizens. Now
y'all see the pen in his hand shaking mad hard. Don't screw it up. You guys are screwing up. Don't screw up our money, man.
You want to build this thing? This thing is going to cost a lot of money to operate. And what if you get a bunch of kids? Then you're going to have to stick them in the schools. How is Jeffco going to pay for the kids in the schools? Who's going to buy the supplies to put them in the schools? This is going to be a money pit.
I love you. I love you. Thanks for tuning in.
Didn't you even think about this? Can't you guys think 5 minutes ahead?
Hambolt 4. Make sure y'all check
What
it
in
out.
the world are you doing up there? Do us a big favor and just quit. Get your sorry butts up and leave.
The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over while expecting different.
Yeah, I just gotta be honest with you, man. I love white people, right? They are so polite. They're so polite. Cause when the black people in Colorado and Chicago got up to use the mic, you heard them cussing them out. It was angry. Heads was about to shoot up the place. It was bad in there, but I'll be honest with you. It was bad in there.
Results. San Francisco, Los Angeles, Portland, Miami, Chicago, New York, and Denver all have explosive homeless and crime rates. I'm not saying illegal migrants, all of them are criminals, but I am saying when resources are already stretched thin, and they are scarce, people get desperate and commit crimes. Mail up and down my street is being stolen. We had a bicycle stolen out of our backyard. My son was attacked by a gang of these migrants. Funny how these invaders are all mostly men. He was beaten to a bloody pulp and left battered in the street. He was almost run over multiple times until he could drag himself to the sidewalk. Where was the government assistance for my son? And for all of the disgusting race baiters, my son is Hispanic. No one here is opposed to helping homeless. And the only side calling people names are on the opposite side of me. Denver's mayor just announced the need to pull taxpayer
No, Boston, Massachusetts.
dollars from DMV and Parks and Rec to fund the people that are not contributing to the pot. Veterans that bled for this country are being kicked to the curb to accommodate people whose first act was to break our laws. I'm flummoxed. Surely humanity is not actually this stupid. Government needs to be reminded that the money that they spend doesn't actually grow on trees. It comes out of our pockets. The money the feds are promising is also taxpayer money. Your salaries are paid by citizens.
Thank you.
And our pockets are not your piggy bank. When you continue to dismiss citizen concerns by gaslighting us and using Orwellian doublespeak, you insult our intelligence. You were elected to serve Lakewood citizens, not these people that cut the line based on empty promises of handouts. Now taxpayers are expected to bear the weight of them in addition to everything else we are being taxed for. This is a
I'm not far, no, you far.
slap in the face of those that entered by legal means and that do contribute to the pot. I and most here are concerned had to fight and work hard for our homes, and your policies are taxing us into oblivion. There is a right and wrong way to rescue someone that is drowning so that you don't drown with them. The citizens of Lakewood are drowning, and you're all talking about adding more water. If you proceed, it only proves that you lack discernment and you don't give a damn about Lakewood citizens, just the almighty dollar. When has government actually ever done anything that benefited its citizens? And when the federal funding runs out, who's left holding the bag? Being a good neighbor is watering your neighbor's plants and collecting their mail. It isn't cleaning up their messes and collecting their strays. Your requirement of being a good neighbor is waived when your neighbor adopts such disastrous policies. Sometimes people need to clean up their own mess to learn from it. Wanting to afford to keep our homes and feed our families does not make us racist. And forcing us all into poverty solves nothing. Without law and order, we won't have law and order.
Thank you.
And the thing I'm telling you guys, this is so much more calmer than it was in Chicago. This right here, these people in Colorado, Lakewood, I think that's the area. Sorry if I'm wrong. Yeah, Lakewood. This area, they are so nice. They're nice in Colorado in general, but you can see it's a complete difference of what they did in Chicago to what they're doing in Colorado when it comes to the migrants crisis. And they're both being hit extremely hard. Chicago, New York, and Colorado obviously are getting hit extremely hard, but they are taking it a lot lighter than the rest of the states. They're actually bringing them in. They're putting them in the hospitals, making sure they're getting health care. They're putting them in homes. They're sheltering them, and they're paying for them to play, sleep, and eat all day long.
Point out is these huge amount of migrants, as you
With
call them,
taxpayer
illegal migrants, actually, we're housing these people, and it's going to cost an enormous amount of money. This federal money is not free money. Everybody's taxes are going to end up going up, and the crime is going to become incredible, just like New York City. And our infrastructure, our hospitals are going broke from all of this. And so what you're doing by housing these people here in our neighborhoods is aiding and abetting these people. And there's going to be a lot of crime that's going to come upon us because of what you're doing. And also it costs an enormous amount of money, taxpayer money, that all of us are paying for and can't afford to pay for to house these people. So I'm against what you're doing to house them here in our neighborhoods because it'll spill over outside of Lakewood, outside of your boundaries, and it'll affect all of us. And our law enforcement will reach the point where they cannot protect us. That's what I have to say.
How do you guys feel about these migrants coming in? I mean, we know that this is a normal thing, and this is happening all over the U.S., all over the world, pretty much. Even Ireland is having a bad migrant crisis right now. What do you guys actually feel about this? And is it affecting y'all cities like it's affecting these cities? It is in Boston, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that much. But it's not as bad as these other states.
Okay. Please, you guys, I really, we all really need coordination tonight so that we can get out here at a reasonable time. I ask that we please not have any audible support or discourse. We have a lot of varying opinions in here, and I need you to please respect that. Again, we are neighbors, and this is how we need to be. We can recess the meeting if it comes to that. Any of our counselors can actually put forward a motion to recess this meeting if they feel that this is getting too disruptive for us to be moving forward.
What you see tonight is informed voters who've watched Denver's decline and don't want.
We're going to get through this last one, this last lady right here, and we're going to move on to the next topic, but we want to just hear what she got to say. Let's continue.
Not the same here. I'm here to remind you that we need leadership that's focused on Lakewood's problems, not Denver's. Any city resources, time or money, focused on non-citizens necessarily steals from our infrastructure, schools, security, and human services. And we are already doing our part as federal taxpayers. The city budget is our money, not yours. And we, the people, need a fiscally responsible council
I agree.
who delivers on the services of Lakewood's charter. Madam Mayor, you have yet to earn the trust of your citizens. And the best way to build towards that trust is focusing your efforts on citizens first.
Hey, Jen.
Colorado Springs has already told Denver no migrants, and you must do the same. We understand that holding you accountable does not end tonight and will require our ongoing oversight. But citizenship comes with responsibilities, and freedom is worth the fight. I feel you.
I stand with Colorado citizens. They know that, and we all know that this is a bunch of chaos happening out here in these streets, and it's got to get cleaned up immediately. It's got to get cleaned up. Shout outs to the Colorado people. They're much nicer than Chicago. I'll tell you that much. They're much nicer. They're much nicer. Shout outs to Colorado. I hope they get it together. I hope the people get what they want. And I hope that it works out for them. I really do. I really do. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. I see y'all in the chat. I appreciate y'all. Shout outs to Chicago, Colorado, for real. For real, man. The people are waking up. You know, and it's because we're allowing too many people to come in all at once, and they're not really being vetted appropriately. So we're letting in a bunch of criminals at the same time. We're letting in a bunch of good people also that are good for our community, that are going to be good people when they come here, you know, but at the same time, we're letting in a lot of demonic energy, a lot of demonic demons, and we're seeing the results of that. Thank you guys for tuning in, though. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you guys leave a like on the stream. And if y'all are new, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Like I always say, we got another video that we're going to get into, and this is going to be, I don't know if I should make this the last video of the night. I don't know if I should make this the last video of the night, or if I should do another one. I don't know. I don't know. What y'all think? Should I do 2 more videos? I wanted to talk a little bit about P. Diddy too. If y'all want me to talk about P. Diddy, I got a video here on P. Diddy. If not, we could just do this last video and call it a night. You get me? We could do this last video. But we gon' they saying 2 more. They saying 2 more. All right, we gonna leave the maps till the end then. We're gonna leave the maps to the end. All right. We're gonna leave the maps to the end. P. Diddy. P. Diddy. P. Diddy. R.I.P. R.I.P. P. Diddy. You're back in the headlines. You're back in the headlines. Oh my God, P. Diddy. Let's see what's going on in P. Diddy's life.
The new allegations against Sean Diddy Combs. The new allegations against Sean Diddy Combs, a music producer, is accusing hip hop mogul of sexually assaulting him and forcing him to have sex with prostitutes. But a lawyer for Combs called the events described in the lawsuit pure fiction. This is now one of several sexual assault lawsuits filed against Combs in recent months, including a lawsuit from the R&B singer Cassie that was settled last year. To break this all down for us, I want to bring in trial attorney and ABC News contributor Brian Buckmeyer. So nice to see you.
Always great to be here with you.
So you've been covering this for a while. I mean, you're familiar with Sean P. Diddy Combs. Not only does this lawsuit mention Diddy, it also includes other A-list celebrities. What stands out here to you?
So if you see me looking down, I'm looking down at the 73-page complaint that was filed yesterday. In terms of allegations of celebrities, we're talking about Cuba Gooding Jr. being shown through still photos of what the complainant says they have videos of groping him. There are allegations of P. Diddy touching the genitalia and anus of the complainant. And also, if you look to the complaint here, there's a few Easter eggs here where it says the rapper redacted on Mr. Combs' yacht consorting with underage girls and sex workers. And you look down to the redaction, it says, well, the person is a Philly rapper who dated Nicki Minaj.
Who's the Philly rapper that dated Nicki Minaj? I'm confused. Who is he talking about? I hope he's not talking about who I think he's talking about. Oh no, P. Diddy. No. Meek Mill. No. What is going on in this industry? It is nastiness.
Think that may be Meek Mills. And also says an R&B singer redacted in Mr. Combs' Los Angeles home, consorting with underage girls and sex work. And when you go down to the redaction, it says he's a Grammy Award-winning R&B singer who had trouble with law enforcement after assaulting a Bayesian billionaire. I don't know who's a billionaire from Barbados that we know that dated someone. That sounds like Chris Brown. So there's a lot of big names here, both as Easter eggs and also just on the front pages of these allegations.
Wow, just huge. Now, the lawsuit also claims the misconduct happened during the creation of Diddy's latest album, the Love album, and is seeking, as we've mentioned, $30 million. The suit not only names the mogul.
P. Diddy's a map. Oh man, I hope that this is not true too. I really do. Honestly, I really do. He is innocent until proven guilty. But I really hope that this is some cap. I hope.
But includes his son and Universal Music Group, claiming there is an alleged RICO enterprise to enable his misconduct. Explain why the lawsuit goes beyond Diddy and what's kind of at stake here.
This, along with Cassie's lawsuit that you talked about earlier that was settled, reads a lot like what we saw in the R. Kelly case in the EDNY, where they're talking about this being a criminal enterprise that's all feeding towards this one individual's depravity of wanting drugs and sex and rock and roll.
That's what I'm saying. If these things are true, stand up. We gotta hold P. Diddy accountable. We gotta hold him accountable. If he's sleeping with men, if he's sleeping with younger women, it's not acceptable behavior.
role and everything in between, that everyone seemed to know and go out and facilitate what Sean Diddy Combs wanted. Even in part of these allegations or these complaints, they call his chief of staff the Ghislaine Maxwell to P. Diddy's Jeffrey Epstein, saying that this was a total sexual enterprise to feed into his desires.
And we want to note that Diddy has denied all claims against him, but this can't possibly help his brand. Like, where do you see this going, and where do you see this lawsuit going?
Again, I draw the comparison to that of R. Kelly, where there might have been rumors in the background. There were lawsuits that were settled. There were whispers behind closed doors. But as those whispers start to grow and get louder, you potentially could see greater civil litigation. They're saying in this case, they want to fight it. Potentially, we see a jury trial out of here. But this is based on sex trafficking allegations, as well as claims that are criminal in nature.
There's attack on. It must be an attack on P. Diddy. There must be an attack on P. Diddy. He's innocent until proven guilty, y'all. But I pray to God he's innocent, because if he's not, oh my God.
Nature. For me, I'm thinking SDNY, that being the Southern District of New York, right here in Manhattan. They're probably looking at these allegations and thinking, where are the videos? Where are these still shots that we're seeing in these complaints? And can we investigate it to see if there's more here, potentially criminal charges?
And that could probably come out at some point.
Potentially.
All right, Brian, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for unwrapping that for us.
My pleasure.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos.
Listen, if P. Diddy is doing that stuff, he's disgusting, he's nasty, and he needs to be held accountable for his action. I'll be honest with you. We feel bad for Cassie. We understand, all right, Cassie was one story, boom. But now we got several other stories, and we need P. Diddy to come to the front of the congregation and say what's going on, because this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love you guys. I love you guys. Make sure you guys leave a like on the stream. And if you're new, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. I love you guys, man. The chat is going crazy today. We got 6 people live right now, so make sure y'all leave a like on your way in and on your way out. We are shout outs to my guy. Shout outs to my guy. We are going to head into the last topic of the night. And oh boy. Thank you guys for tuning in. Oh boy, we are heading into the last topic of the night. Did y'all know that there is actually a group called the MAP group, the MAP community? And these people no longer want to be called pedophiles. They want to be called minor attracted persons. We got to talk about this, y'all. We got to talk about this. Let's tune into the video and see what's going on with these maps.
The Isaiah Factor Uncensored starts right now.
And welcome to the Factor Uncensored. Don't we find them? We find these topics for you that will blow your mind. Now, the LGBTQ community is saying hell to the nasty no, as much as inclusivity as they have embraced and expanded over the years. They say they will never accept pedophilia. Adults who want to have or are attracted to children. This comes after a group known as MAPS. MAPS is looking for a home there. They want to add their letters, MAPS, M-A-P-S, to LGBTQ. MAPS stands for minor attracted people. Minor attracted, adults attracted to children.
Pedophiles. And I hope they don't censor me. But this is exactly what I heard. Oh, God.
We can't make it up. And if you think that's just a rebrand for a pedophile, you're not alone. These people say they aren't pedophiles because they don't act on their attraction. Either way, members of the LGBTQ community say there is no way in hell they will allow them to join their ranks. Lady McCowan, let's just get right down to it.
Right
What
down to
kind of crazy is this that we're talking about? Individuals who call
Insanity.
themselves minor attracted persons, now they want to be included in
Yeah.
the LGBTQ crowd.
Uh, LGBTQ community, are y'all letting them in? The people want to know. The people want to know. We identify as MAPS now. Is it LGBTQM APS?
It's just
we don't
mind-blowing,
want them.
even
We
to
don't want
entertain
them.
it.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's just a way for them to try to take the stigma off of pedophilia. And as a part of the LGBT community, I don't want them. My friends don't want them. Our Pride family does not
Appreciate
want
the
them.
love.
This is just, it's just a distraction. I have never heard a single queer person even consider adding this to our community. Like, this is just craziness.
I appreciate the love tonight, y'all. Y'all are wonderful. Y'all are treating me great tonight. I love you guys. But come on, what's going on here with these pedophiles, man? What's going on with these pedophiles? Y'all think y'all could just switch it up and think we just gonna accept this nonsense? We ain't doing this. We ain't doing this there, and we ain't doing it over there. Regardless of where you at, we ain't want y'all in our community. And that's simple.
This is not, I don't even know. I think it was the professor that got fired from her university, right? For even writing a paper about this. What was it? I think his name, I think it's they. Their name was Alan Walker. They pretty much said that.
Yeah, I'm tired of seeing these people with the days and thems and he's and highs and identifies, because, like, seriously, y'all, like, it's starting to get confusing. It's been confusing, but adding they to them and binary and non-binary and cis and bro, and I think we just doing too much at this point.
Minor attracted persons should take the place of the word pedophilia. And honestly, it's kind of crazy. As a queer person myself, with kids who are queer as well, we don't want them. We don't want them. It's pedophilia. We don't want the stigma taken off of pedophilia.
There is one line in this country that no one will cross, and that is that line.
Yes, exactly.
At least we have that. You know what I
Now,
mean?
this is unfortunately, this is a religious standpoint as well. So there are a lot of, let's just be honest, Christian hate groups that make all of these pamphlets saying that all of these gay people are trying to add the pedophiles to the gay community.
Listen, let's break this down. Is Christianity really hate? Is Christianity real? Is it really hate when when they just preach? They kind of preach love. I know it's not all of them. I'm not saying all Christians do this, but most Christians I know, they're preaching love, regardless if you're sinning or not. It's love. It's love. They try to lure you the right way. Obviously, they don't want you to cut off your genitals. They don't want you to put drain cleaner in your eyes. And they sure don't want you sleeping with young women and young boys. I think that's just common sense. I don't think that's hate. I might be, it might just be me, but let me know how y'all feel about it.
We are not. I obviously I've been part of Pride. I am a queer person. I'm pansexual and non-binary. So therefore, we don't want them. So this idea and this topic that keeps coming up in all these religious and like red communities, right? We don't want them. We don't know even where that came from. And
for
it's
those,
kind of,
Lady McCallan, who don't quite understand minor attracted persons, break that down. Give us clearly what you know this to be.
Okay, so it's basically pedophiles that want the stigma of pedophilia taken off of them so that they can be called minor attracted persons. It's just a way for them to try to make it seem less scary and like innocuous, right?
The world's coming to an end, y'all. Telling the truth isn't hate if it's done with a love. It's not. Me telling you that you should not be trying to sleep with a younger woman or a younger boy, it's not hate. It's just common sense. That stuff is disgusting. That stuff is disgusting. Pray for this world, man. We're going backwards faster and faster and faster.
They want to sound like they're not threatening. I'm sorry, but you're a pedophile. If you're a pedophile, I want you stigmatized. I want to know who you are. I want to know where you are. I don't care if you want to call yourself a map. That's ridiculous. As a queer person, we want no part of you. So that whole thought process is mind-blowing to me. I understand the psychology behind pedophilia. I understand it. I've read up on it, like all of that stuff. I get it because there are a lot of pedophiles who are in therapy and are trying to like help themselves so that they don't become monsters. I appreciate that. If you are attracted to minors, go get therapy, go get help, okay? But don't pull this crap where you want to
Amen.
act like you want to join the queer community because we don't want you.
Yeah, that's like trying to.
I'm surprised y'all don't want them. I'll be honest with you. I'm surprised. Y'all take anything and everything walking on the street, but y'all won't take a pedophile. It's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. I'm not trying to do this out of hate. This is not no hate speech, so don't hate me for what I'm saying. This is just how I was born. This is how I was raised, okay? I identify as a man. I identify as a black man, and I am straight. And I am proud. Let's continue.
Put lipstick on a pig.
Exactly.
Is anyone out there, anywhere, even entertaining this ridiculous idea?
Absolutely not, because we have talked about this before. Because for some reason, like I said, especially during Pride Month, right? There's so many of these flyers or so many of these pamphlets that, like I said, the religious zealots will put out about how pedophiles are in the gay community. There's more pedophiles in the Catholic Church than there are in the gay community. Like, get your facts straight. This is one of those things where they're just trying to scare people. And I've told you this a million times. Morality is all subjective, okay? Mm-hmm. So your morality may be different from my morality, but we both don't like pedophiles.
Here's the thing about church, right? You're supposed to allow these people to come into your church so you can preach them the gospel and lead them towards the right way. So if there is pedophiles coming into your church, you should invite them in so you can possibly change their mind. If there is a trans person coming into your church, you should not push them away, but no, you should invite them in so they can hear the word of God. And that's the only way that we can honestly get this change. It's not going to help if we're just pushing them under the rug and sweeping them under the rug and just saying they could do whatever they want to do. No. We got to stand on what we got to stand on too, the same way y'all are standing on what y'all got to stand on. And we can have the conversation. But we ain't going to entertain the devil. We're not going to entertain it. And it's just that simple. I'm sorry if you feel like it's hate, but honestly, I hate sin. So maybe if it's sin, we going to hate it. It's just what we have to do. We love the person, we love the people, but we hate the sin.
So regardless, like you said, that is a line where we stop. Like, we don't care what consenting adults do. Consenting adults. Now, when you bring in a child, anyone under the age of 18, I don't care. I know it's a different word. It starts with, I think it's him of something, but you're a pedophile to me. Okay, don't go after children. I don't care. Like,
There's no way to dress that up. There's no way to dress it up.
Dude, there is no way. There's absolutely.
There's no way to dress up pedophiles, and there's no way to dress up the LGBTQ community either. And there's no way to mess up a murderer. There's no way to mess up a robber. All of it is in the same basket, and y'all all gonna get the work. I don't care.
No way. And all this talk about how the gays are trying to accept the pedophiles. No, we're not. We don't want the pedophiles. Go get therapy. Don't try to join our community.
Now go get Jesus. All y'all. All y'all go get Jesus immediately. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. What an amazing show. Let me know how you guys feel about this video down below in the comments, man. That one, what is next? What's next? What else can we identify as? We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out along the way. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. It was an amazing show. Make sure you guys turn on the notifications so you can rock with me when I'm going live again. I appreciate y'all, man, for real, man. Leave a like on y'all way out. And thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Notice her deflection. Hold up. Let's read this one before we head out of here. Notice her deflection of there are many more P's in the church than there are in the gay community. Please explain how she concludes that. My point exactly to what I'm saying. If you're a pedophile, you should be going to church. If you're gay, you should be going to church. Whether there's more gays in the church or more pedophiles in the church than in the gay community, that defeats the point and the purpose of everything. It defeats the point. Did you see the school in Arkansas fundraiser with kids sucking on toes and raising money? I did see that. We're going to talk about that one. We're going to talk about that one. Yo, the world is crazy, yo. The world is crazy. We're going to definitely talk about that one. I did see that. Insane what's going on in these streets. Make sure you guys stay connected, stay prayed up and stay covered. I love you guys. Yeah, they're doing nonsense in the streets, man. They're doing nonsense. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you guys leave a like on the way out, and I love you. Like I said, enjoy the rest of y'all night. We gonna be here again hopefully tomorrow. So make sure you guys turn on that notification. If not tomorrow, definitely Wednesday night. All right. Stay tuned. We posting every day. It's all gas, no breaks. Much respect, much love to you too. I love you guys. Until next time. Peace.